I swear you can't do it for very long because it's short.
Hello, and thank you very much for joining us today. This is the second home game of the Tri Cities Otters. And we are pleased to have you here. So, game will start soon. Perfecto, papá. A ver, lo que no sé si se puede hablar. ¿Se escucha esto? Si agarramos nosotros, se escucha. ¿Esto no puede poner en mute? ¿Lo puedo poner aquí? Ahí. Ah, ponlo ahí, a ver. Nada más se puede uno. Nada más se puede uno a la vez. Nada más puedes uno a la vez. Lo que podemos hacer es. We have 15 minutes for kickoff at this point. Well, now the teams are going back in the locker room and they're getting ready, getting the final press before hopping back in the field in the Kermit Gibson Stadium and beautiful Johnson City, Tennessee. What do you think about it, Oscar?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a great game here in Johnson City. Lovely, lovely night for enjoy some soccer, and we hope the Otters get their first victory of the season, Luis.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what do you think? Do you think the Tri-State Stars are gonna get their first win of the tournament, second win of the tournament, third win of the tournament? Probably the first one, right? Well, we're hoping that Tri-City Stars get the first win of the tournament tonight against Carolina Dynamo. Uh, well, we're hoping, because we're kind of biased, but it's okay. We're kind of broadcasting our own games, so we're a little biased, right? But yes, guys, this is Luis de la Torre with you all and Oscar Perez. And the first people who comment on this and tell us where we guys are from will get a special greeting from us tonight. So keep the comments coming, guys. And girls, obviously. Ladies and gentlemen. Big and small, old and young. Everybody's welcome here. We have three referees today in the field, as every other game, and then we have a fourth referee. And guess what, guys? This fourth referee is a local fella. He is originally from Zimbabwe, and his last name is Mushe Munda. He studies at Milligan College, and he's a local fella, good Christian guy. So glad to have him tonight with us. And yeah, I mean, we're still just hanging out, waiting for the game to start, and we're hoping it's a good one tonight, right, Oscar?
Right, the Otters have been really looking forward for this game after that bad loss against the Mississippi Brilla. So we're gonna see a dangerous team going positive and trying to hit the back of the net.
Well, yeah, hitting the back of the net's kind of the point of the game, right? So we certainly hope they're trying to do that.
But early in the game.
Early in the game, that would definitely be good. That would be good. Well, guys, what do you guys think? Oscar, what's your middle name? Middle name, Oscar Perez. Like the Mexican goalkeeper legend. He still does not know who he is. Kind of disappointed of him, but it's okay. It's completely okay, guys. And yeah, just stay tuned, guys. We are 10 minutes away from kicking off in beautiful Johnson City, Tennessee. Hill Towers, Catmint Timpson Stadium, and the Steve Spurrier Field. We are ready to go in Johnson City, Tennessee, guys. Let's cheer out for a Tri-Cities Otters! Woo! Let's go!
Este es tu medio, ¿no?
Huevo. Oye, pues algo hay que ser bueno, ¿no?
Eso, ¿no?
No mames, no.
Ojalá tenemos los dos micros, entonces como que estamos de...
Estaría chido, güey. Pero nada más se puede uno. Porque el otro lo sacaron por la música, güey. Entonces,
Sí, sí, sí.
así para que no se escuche la música. Güey. Lo que se escuche son los We're still here with you guys, just, waiting on the game to start. And we are really looking forward to the Tri-Cities Otters facing Carolina Dynamo tonight. And Oscar wants to sing for you guys. He says, all those girls out there, I want y'all to be falling in love with me. So he is single and ready to mingle, ladies. 20-year-old holding midfielder from Wingate College University in North Carolina. I did not know that you were that close.
Hello, Bulldogs. Bulldogs.
He says Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
I'd say go Bob Milligan College. Woo! Go Bobs.
One dog. One dog.
One dog, whatever. Anyway, we are right now though. Tri-City Sutter has brought us together, and we're from different colleges. We played together, and right now we're just bringing out to you a piece of what this wonderful team has showed us and brought us together to. So we now see Carolina Dynamo players walking out of the locker room. You probably can't see them right now, but you'll see them in a quick second. And yeah, if you are a Carolina Dynamo fan, you're more than welcome to root for them and comment if you want. Comment your thoughts on what you think about what they're doing, how they're doing, about their players. If you have any insights that we don't know about them, feel free to just comment on it. We have a comment section open for you guys, but we are experts about the subject of the Tri-Cities Otters. I'm gonna tell you that now. El partido pasado, no me sabían los nombres de los del otro equipo, de los de mi brilla, güey.
¿De mi simple vida?
No me sabían los nombres.
Qué bueno esto, ¿no?
¿Está bien?
¿Cuánta gente hay aquí?
Aquí, mira. Llega a los 40, 50.
Entonces ya vale. Está bien, ¿no?
Claro.
Estás ahí 40, más de... ¿Cuándo digo 40? Fijo, más de 50 personas te están escuchando. Y tú ahí,
Y diciendo tontería y media.
porque es seriedad, ¿no?
Ah, pues así es la vida. ¿No has escuchado a los comentaristas mexicanos?
No.
¿No?
Bueno, a veces sí que escucho liga mexicana, pero...
Buenísimo, güey. Hablan de todo menos el partido. Cuando el partido está culero, güey, te entretienen los güeyes. Es que es entretenimiento, güey. And now, walking out of the locker room, your Tri-Cities Otters. And the lineup today is a little interesting. It changed quite a bit from last game. Now we have Tyler Pavlet in the goal. From that, we have Shalom and George, center backs. Left back would be Blake Baribo. That's how I say his name. I don't know how to say it any better than that. And then we have good old Diego Thielen as a right back. As a holding midfielder tonight, we have Elias. I don't remember his last name at this moment. Elias. And then as a number 8 and number 10, we have Enrique Devins and Meji. And then in the wings, we have Troy. He doesn't like when I call him Troy Troy Bolton, but it's okay. It's Troy Brady. And on the other side, we have Rafael Campos. And in the front for us, we have our number 9, Guillermo Segovia. Now, Mike Zamora, he's kind of mad at us right now. He's like, do you take my spot? And we're like, "Dude, just take a seat. Join us."
Take a seat, man.
And now they're walking on towards the field with 4 minutes before the game starts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cheer for your Tri-Cities Otters now, coached by David Strickland and Rich. But yeah, um,
No.
now right in front of you we have you Carolina Dynamo starting 11 and your Tri-Cities Otters. Our captain today is gonna be Blake Barba. This guy got in the PDL 11, ideal 11 of the week a few weeks ago that we were talking about. So, yeah. What? Tri-City Otters! Yeah, let's go! They're just going through the lineup. We already told you guys, but feel free to clap again in your homes, work, in your cars, wherever you guys are. Just don't YouTube and drive. Remember that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Oscar Perez just left us. He said, don't want to again. But it's okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's race for the playing of the United States national anthem. No, nothing. Carolina Dynamo looks ready to start the game, while the Tri-Cities Otters are still huddling up, but at the 35-yard line. And game starts, and now we have Carolina Dynamo playing the ball on the back, and high pressure from Tri-City Otters. I destroy pressure in there with a combine with Diego, but they can't get the ball. It seems that they finally did. Diego has to throw it back up in the air, and Carolina seems to have a hold of it, but they're just hitting it all over the place, not really going anywhere. Diego Thielen gets a hold of the ball, tries to give it to Guillermo, who gets it down for Enrique pretty good, goes forward to Guillermo, and Meji has the ball now, gives it to Elias. Elias loses the ball, and now number 8 from Carolina Dynamo clears it out, but it's Shalom in the back, confident. Now you have Rafael Campos, that Brazilian guy facing one-on-one, tries to play Meji, but he can't Ball goes side wide on the side, and it's gonna be a throw in for the Tri-Cities Otters, which Blake Barbo is gonna take and throw in all the way into the 18-yard box. Blake's preparing, doing his final stretches, getting ready to go. And it's a good throwing in the box. Kind of dangerous, but not quite. Ends up being just cleared out. Meji tries to get a hold of the ball, kind of controls it, kind of not. Rafaels puts it in with a header. Enrique in the box. He shots in. He saved by the goalkeeper. Trey gets it, and now it's finally a goal from the Tri-City Otters. Like Oscar Perez was saying with us, 1 minute and 27 seconds in the game. Troy Brady scores for your Tri-Cities Otters. Well, that's a good start for your Otters tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope they keep it up. And if you're a Carolina Dynamo supporter, well, I guess that was well deserved, but you may have your own thoughts if you wish to. Guillermo Segovia taking his time to come back, and now number 25 from the Carolina Dynamo. We don't have the roster yet, but we will start calling out their names as soon as we get their roster for these players from the Carolina Dynamo who decide to go long, but it's not a problem for Shalom, who just heads it back to Tyler Pavlet in the back. Tyler decides to play wide with Blake. He kind of isn't an issue back there, but Elias is a good player, so he gets a hold of it. Then Shalom back getting out of trouble. Rafael's lights. That turf doesn't seem to be very good for him. He now gets the ball, and Meji has it, and it goes out wide. It's a ball for Carolina Dynamo. Number 3, the right back, is about to take that throw-in. Takes the throw-in, plays it to their 25. Big forward back there, but Shalom's a big guy as well. He decides to just clear it out, but he gives it away to number 8 from the Carolina Dynamo. Then Elias tries to get it. Blake tries to get it. Everybody tries to get it in there. Not even Magic can get it. Now even Guillermo Segovia is in the 35-yard line of our own field, trying to get that ball, and Troy keeps fighting. And now the Otters are pressuring on top. Now we got Diego pressuring on the right side, but number 18 from Carolina Dynamo was trying to fight for it, but he lost it against Enrique. He's trying to look for Diego on the back. Diego might spin around. Yes, he does. He goes back to Tyler, and Tyler now has all the time and space to play forward. Shalom gets the ball. He's trying to look for Blake or for Elias in the middle. Maybe Meji. No, he decides to go to George on the other side. Now the Otters are just kind of playing out of the bag, not really going forward. But now Diego tries, and, well, not a good ball. Still in, though, apparently. That's still in, and Guillermo is going forward, try to cross it in, and it's too far for Rafael to get a hold of that ball and finish it. Just had to push it in, but it wasn't good enough, right?
No, it wasn't.
Mike says it wasn't, so it wasn't. 4 minutes and 10 seconds into the game, ladies and gentlemen. And we just had someone else new join us tonight in the broadcast, Jordan Water. How you doing today, Jordan?
I'm doing great, Luis. It's good to be up here watching the game with you guys. I believe that the Otters have a good chance of winning this one. An early goal, I believe, sets them straight for the night as a good way to begin the game. I believe that they're on the right foot early, so I believe that they can carry it on through the rest of the game. Hopefully they do. Looking for the first win of the season. I believe they have it in them. Let's get behind our Otters. Luis?
Very well said, Jordan. And now we continue to watch our game where Carolina Dynamo just seems to be struggling with the possession of the ball here. The Otters are still high pressuring them, and, well, Carolina's not going anywhere, really. Just playing out the back and trying to get out of there. Long ball playing out the back, and Shalom gets a hold of it, but gets kicked back and forth, and finally Tyler gets it in the back. Safe and sound. Not really a lot happening in this game today other than that early goal, which was pretty good for the Tri-Cities Otters. And now Tyler gets that long ball looking for Guillermo up top. He doesn't get it. Meji keeps running for it, and it's Carolina Dynamo's goalkeeper who gets it, who, according to a near source to us, he is a high school player, which is fair enough. Don't know for sure, but a source says so.
All right, back here. Enrique attempts to get on the ball, but goes out of bounds for a Dynamo throw in. A new looking squad here. Enrique Devins got his new starting 11 spot. I believe that he has made an immediate impact on the game as he gets the assist for the goal. A very positive player, Luis, as he's always looking forward. He makes a good, quick runs in behind. I believe that he can make a great impact on the game tonight. I hope he does so with another, hopefully, couple of assists or goals.
One other goal.
Another goal would be nice. Dynamo throw in. Excuse me, Otters throw in as Diego looks to take it forward. Guillermo Segovia trying to hold up. Oh, it gets pushed in behind. Early foul by the Dynamo. Otters kick. Playing it short. George Stanley on the ball. Looking to go forward. Guillermo Segovia has it. Loses possession but retains it back. He looks to play with the ball. I believe this is a good time to slow down the game as the tempo is very crucial to a game like this. Going quick all the time might not be the answer, but slowing it down and speeding it up again, I believe, is what the Otters are looking to go here. As Shalom gets the ball, looking to go forward. Good penetrating pass. In behind as Rafa has an opportunity to get in behind here. He gets behind the ball, but a great tackle by the Carolina defender. Great aggression by Rafa Campos as he wins the Otters a throw-in. Blake Barabo now looking to have a long throw-in as it proved dangerous against the game against Mississippi Bria. I believe that he can replicate this and hopefully get an assist out of this throw-in. He looks to play it short to Shalom Duty. Shalom Duty looks up, looks to find the ball inside the box, but it's cleared away by the Carolina defender. Diego Thielen on the ball now. High in his own attacking third. Shalom Duty. Blake Barabo. Shalom Duty back on the ball. Meji Shatara back on the ball. A new face to the Otters this season. The French midfielder with swift and accurate plays. I believe that he makes great impact on the team as he loses the ball here but looks to get it back. Carolina on the attack here, looking to go forward. Shalom Duty with the thrusting clearance. Guillermo Segovia looks to chase down a ball in the right-hand side of the field. Looking up to see potentially a cross. Puts one in. Troy Brady! Unlucky by Troy. Guillermo had a great ball in. Troy unlucky to get his head not on the cross. The Otters are looking to go forward here and hopefully seal another goal. Carolina goal kick. Ball play short out of the Carolina defense. Playing back and forth between the defenders.
Rosters are here.
Carolina look up the left side of the field. Lose possession as Diego Thielen is there to securely place the ball back in our own defense. Blake Barabo driving up the middle of the field now. Look to play in. Troy Brady looks to get in behind here. Dangerous opportunity for the Otters as it is out for a corner kick. Great play by Troy Brady to able to push the defender out of bounds and win his side a corner kick. Enrique Devins looks to take the cross here, hopefully to find the head of Guillermo Segovia as he has had 6 goals on the season already. A very great impact in the last game against Brio with a brace. Enrique Devins with the cross. Ooh. George Stanley with an opportunity to go 2 ahead as it is just wide of the left post. Unfortunate by George Stanley looking for his first goal this season. Carolina goal kick. I believe the Otters are looking threatening here as they've had 2 opportunities from crosses to get their head in behind. It's very unfortunate not to receive a second goal there as the ball is played up the field and the Carolina wins it in the attacking third, but Diego Thielen is quick to receive the ball back. Carolina Dynamo winning again in the attacking third. Look to keep on the left side, but Diego Thielen again there for another clearance up to Diego Segovia, who's going to chase on behind this. He's a one-on-one. He might get in behind here. Goalkeeper comes out to punch it away. Ball still inside of the box. Guillermo slowing down to hopefully find the pass behind it into the goal. Enrique Devins here. Quick feet to get around. Looking for the cross. Rafa Campos with an unfortunate contact with the ball as the Carolina defender is able to get in front and clear it away. Carolina Dynamo looking to get up the field here with a quick counter. Shalom Duty there to make sure it seals for a Otter throw-in. Our captain tonight, Blake Barabo, looking for his 6th start of the season, made a great impact on the game, playing full 90 minutes in all 5 games previous to this. Elias McLeod with his 2nd start of the season, who gets on the ball to Shalom Duty, who clears it up the field. Carolina ball inside the back. The defense looking to play it up forward, but the Dynamo is no hurry to get up, being a goal down. Ball played up the field. Shalom Duty with a chance to play it in behind here. Clear. It's Meji Chitara on the ball now, looking to slow the game down a bit. Just keep the ball. Well done by the Otters. Elias McLeod now. Looking to play. Diego, what a great pass. Diego Thielen on the right-hand side. He's looking for a cross. He puts one in out of bounds for another Otter corner kick. Great ball by Elias McLeod, able to pick it up out of the defense, get his head up, and play it down the right-hand side to Diego Thielen. Well done by the young Otter. Enrique Devins to take the corner again. Hopefully to find George Stanley again, who had a great opportunity to score on that last corner kick. We'll see if we can replicate it, but in the back of the net this time. Enrique Devins plays it short to Meji Chitara. Meji on the ball now. Meji looking to get past the defender with quick footwork, but he's unable to do so, and he plays it back to Diego Thielen. Diego Thielen gets his head up, puts the ball inside the box, but cleared away by the Carolina defense. Elias McLeod now looks to play it wide to hopefully get the ball back in, but is out of bounds for a Carolina throw-in. Luis, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
I'd say I agree with you, Jordan. Carolina seems to be just out in the back, taking care of their goal more so than trying to go forward. They're struggling trying to go forward, and the others are just trying to take the opportunities they get, but just they're missing that last touch to get it in the goal, you know. So they're Otters are definitely dominating the game, but not quite finishing the opportunities they're having. But we still got about 76 minutes to go of the game, so that's a very, very long time for the Otters to get a few more goals and hopefully get a clean sheet in the end of the day, which would be really amazing. First win and first clean sheet of the season for the Tri-City Otters, so that'd be a good note. 3 points and good note. Now we see the Carolina Dynamo attacking a bit dangerously, getting in the box, and George is on it. Elias is on it now. Number 4 has it for a shot. It's not a good shot anyway, and it gets blocked. Now George defending number 15 of Dynamo, sorry. And it's all in the hands of good Tyler Pavlet. In the back, Shalom seems to have some issues in the back. He's on the ground. We know he recently had issues on his knees, but he just seems to have been hit on where the sun doesn't shine. So it's not good.
All right, thank you, Elise. Back here with the throw-in by the Otters. Blake Barrow steps up to take the throw-in. The Dynamo are looking threatening there. Probably their best chance of the game is the ball. First couple of shots as the ball is deflected out for the Otters ball. But Blake Barrow up for a throw-in off of Guillermo Segovia, who looks to have a nudge in the back, but a foul not called. Elias McLeod able to pick up the ball in our own half. Diego Thielen up the right-hand side of the 45. Elias again. Looking for a ball over the top to Rafa Campos, who's offsides. Unfortunate from Rafa. Carolina free kick. Yes, as Luis was saying, I believe it would be a great game tonight if we were able to get a clean sheet in our first win of the season. 5 games in. This is our 6th game. Looking for 3 points. Hoping to climb back up the table as we're sitting very low at the moment. But I believe that the Otters have started off the good point with an early 1-0 lead, looking to further this lead as a Carolina free kick is coming up. Ball is played deep into Otters territory as Meji Tatar goes up to challenge, but Elias is to pick it up. He's driving up. Ball over the top to Rafa again as it is out of bounds, unfortunately, for a Carolina throw-in. Carolina midfield looking to put one over the top, but Shalom Duty is there to stifle the opportunity. Elias is able to pick it up. Blake on the ball. Elias again. Great turn by the young Otter, able to get out of pressure and find George Stanley's secure feet. Back to Tyler Pavlik. Tyler playing it long up the left-hand side, looking for Raffos, but is out of bounds for a Carolina throw. Number 3, Nick Phillips of the Carolina Dynamo look to take this throw in here. Carolina looking to have some threatening opportunities here as they're unable to get most of the possession up the field in Otters territory. Elias McLeod able to pick up the ball. Meji gives the ball away to number 7 of Carolina Dynamo as they look to counter quickly. Shalom Duty there to break up the challenge. Yamasogova has it out for a Carolina throw-in. Carolina Dynamo on the left-hand side here. Going through the midfield, slowing down the tempo a bit, making sure they have their opportunity to go forward as it is broken up by Diego Thielen, but a foul called, I believe, on Diego Thielen as the challenge is not liked by the referee. Referee finds it deserving of a free kick of Carolina Dynamo on the 45-yard line. Carolina with the opportunity here to get one into the box, hopefully, create some chances that they haven't had early in this game. They play it short to number 4 of the Carolina Dynamo as he looks to hold it up, but he has to play it back to his own defense again. Carolina driving at the Otters box, plays it wide. Carolina with a cross in, an opportunity to get up, but it is broken up by Blake Barable out for an Otters goal kick. Cooper of the Dynamo looked to have a head on there, but he is unable to steer it to goal, and Blake gets it out for a goal kick. Meji Tatar on the ball now, looks to go forward through Guillermo Segovia, but he's unable to do so, out for an Otter throw-in. Enrique Devins with a nice turn up the field, looking to go forward, looks to chip it over to Troy Brady, a little too far. I believe Troy was demanding it to be on the ground there, but Enrique unable to find his feet as the Carolina keeper comes up to scoop it away. Dynamo look to go forward here. Ball played in behind Blake Barabo there to clear it out for a Carolina Dynamo throw-in. Excuse me, it looks to be a foul on Blake Barabo as Dynamo have a free kick towards the 30-yard line of the Otters' goal. Cooper here plays it short to Dynamo forward as Blake stifles the ball, able to clear it upfield. Guillermo Segovia looks to challenge, but the defender is able to retain the ball, and Dynamo playing it out of the back once again. Dynamo is starting to get a foothold in this game as they are growing in possession as the game goes on, looking at having more opportunities as they tend to secure the ball. Foul on Elias McLeod as he pushes the Dynamo forward in the back. Carolina on the ball quick to play it short, and they're again away again as he plays it in behind, looking to get in behind this Otter defense, but he's unable to do so as Diego Thielen clears it away. Troy Brady on the ball now. Troy with a nice little cut, plays it inside to Enrique Devins. Troy receives it again, but it is cleared away by the Dynamo, and they are on a quick counter up the field. Cooper on the ball. Foul again by Blake Barabo. The ref is looking for disciplinary action, but he does not do so. Dynamo look to take it short, but they are pushing numbers forward. 18 plays it short out to Dynamo left back as they're looking to go up the left side of the field again. Dynamo looking threatening here as they're able to combine a couple of times to break the Otter defense, but they are unable to resort to going back to the defense. Dynamo moving inside the side, looking for pockets inside the field. The Otters coach, David Strickland, demands that the team get up and press the ball as they do not want to sit back in the defense. The Dynamo are forced to play it long. Blake Bear there with the challenge. Dynamo retain the ball as they look to keep it this time. Down the left side of the Carolina Dynamo. Played back to the Dynamo goalkeeper. Again, the Dynamo is just taking their time looking to go forward, making sure that the opportunity is right, not giving the ball away cheaply here, and making sure all of their chess pieces are in place. Up the left side again, looking to break the line. Diego Thielen there with the challenge. It plays on. Troy Brady picks up the ball into Medi Chitara. He plays it out to Rafa Campos. Otters looking for an early cross here. Rafa looks up, puts one into the box. Too far out for a Dynamo goal kick. Unfortunate by the Otters there. They looked to counter quickly, and they believe they had a couple passes connected, but the final pass was not there as Rafa looks to put one in. But unfortunately, comes out for a Dynamo goal kick. Goalkeeper Sam Achoga tonight in goal behind the sticks for the Dynamo. Hasn't had much to deal with besides that early goal. I believe that he has a couple saves on the night. He's looking to dampen the Dynamo defense here as he does not concede anymore as he goes out for a Otter throw in on the right side. Diego Thielen here to take. Diego to take another Otter throw in down the right hand side, about midway up. Into Guillermo Segovia as he's unable to hold it up, and the Dynamo defenders are there to claim it. Dynamo look to go up early as the ball finds George Stanley's hand. He clears it upfield. Troy Brady looks to get in behind this one. Guillermo with a great ball. Troy with the opportunity here to secure it. Second goal for Troy Brady. What a great ball from Guillermo Segovia. Troy finished it clinically, and the Otters go up 2-0. Come on, you Otters. Great pass by Guillermo Segovia there as he's able to hold up the defender and play it precisely in behind for Troy in stride, who is able to take a touch and put it past the goalkeeper to go up 2-0. Well done by Troy Brady. Securing himself on the right-hand side there as he's reaping havoc down that left flank for the Carolina Dynamo. Great sequence by the Otters as they turn something into a goal. Well done by the Otters. Dynamo look to respond here as they take the kickoff. Back to the left-hand side of the Dynamo. And the Dynamo look to go back through the defenders again, swinging it from the left side to the right side, and back to the goalkeeper who clears it upfield. Elias McLeod here to challenge. Shalom Duty again. He's able to retain it with an acrobatic clearance upfield who finds a Dynamo's head. And Elias again a challenge. The ball has not touched the ground, ladies and gentlemen, for a while now. It is just back and forth in the head. And the Carolina Dynamo defender Nick Phillips is able to clear it out for an Otters throw-in. Blake Barabo with a long throw-in looking to put Guillermo Segovia in behind. Meji Chitara looked to get behind, but a foul called by the Carolina defender. Guillermo Segovia wins a free kick towards the 15-yard line on the left-hand side, looking for a dangerous ball here from the Otters, hopefully to go 3-0 up. A talking to by the Carolina defender from the ref, number 18, Jonathan Colby. Number 20, I believe, received a disciplinary action as Brody Bunton as a talking to from the ref. Hunter, maybe. Blake Barabo looks to take up this free kick as he looks to whip it in with his left foot across the face of goal. George Stanley and Guillermo Segovia, Shalom Duty, potential heads to find on behind this cross. Blake Barabo with a cross in. Good looking ball. Unlucky to find a head. Carolina Dynamo clears it as an acrobatic clearance puts it upfield, but Elias McLeod is there to kick it out for a Dynamo throw-in. Unfortunate by the Otters, still threatening the Dynamo defense. Dynamo is still looking for a response from the 2 unanswered goals. Blake Bear there to challenge with Elias McLeod double teaming the Dynamo forward who looks for a foul but is not given. Enrique Devins there to pick up possession of the ball. Looks to find Guillermo Segovian behind but is played too far in behind. Nick Phillips there for a ball up the right-hand side here. Dynamo look to counter quickly as Cooper picks it up, but foul on Enrique Devins on the right-hand side. Dynamo free kick. Luis, what was your take on that second goal there for the Otters?
That second goal was magnificent, definitely. I mean, that was a beautiful ball played by Guillermo inside to Troy and just tip it in the goal as a master. A lot of people would think it's easy to do that angle, that little finish, but you gotta be pretty accurate when you do that. You know, you can't just touch in and hope it goes in. You have to actually try to aim to the place where the goalkeeper's not at. You're running in towards him. He's running towards you. He has the odds to win because the ball's rolling towards him. So I mean, you have to be pretty quick and pretty agile when you finish that ball. And Troy made it look easy, which is wonderful. You know, so that second goal was really good. And now Carolina Dynamo looks to want to try to go forward. But you can see now Dynamo players are just tired. You know, you can see the whole big gap in the middle. They're just defending with 5 guys in the back. Well, the others are attacking with 5 guys as well. So they don't really have the odds to win at this point in time. The others are just controlling the game, just keeping possession of the ball, trying to go forward. And as soon as they lose it, they're recovering back again. So you know they're just giving possession of the ball. If you were to ask me what percentage it is possession-wise, you know, I'd say probably like 70-30%. And now offside for the Tri-City Otters, and Guillermo just decides to still smash it against the goalkeepers. Probably not the most appropriate thing to do, but he's not getting in trouble for that. Just getting a heads up by the referee saying you can't just be doing that, you know. And now it's Mr. Lechuga with the free kick for Dynamo. Decides to play number 20 Gunner. Or Gunner or something. And now Carolina Dynamo is playing off the back, trying to get to the halfway line, but they can't get anywhere past that with really good pressure from Tri-Cities Otters. Enrique Devins just getting a deflect on the ball there, and now it's Rafael Campos all the way up trying to pressure that, but he didn't have support from his teammates when he had to pressure that, but still Carolina Dynamo can't really get forward from that. So just playing out back, the Otters have a good pressure on top, and it's the big gap in the middle who they should be concerned about, but Dynamo's not looking at it, which is lucky for the Tri-City Otters at this point. Elias gets the ball, plays it back to Shalom. Just keep calm on it with Blake Barbo on the ball now. Looking to play Meji in the middle, just bounces it back to Blake, and now he's going all the way back to George Stanley, who has a little bit of trouble because of the pressure of Carolina Dynamo, which causes Tyler Pavlet to kind of chop that ball in the air, and now it's number 7 from Dynamo with a good ball in, but it's not a problem for Shalom to just cover it in front of Cooper and not let him get that ball for a goal kick for the Tri-Cities Otters, which Tyler is gonna take now. I think it's good. It's been about 20 minutes since the last time we mentioned Tyler's name, so that's a good note for Tri-Cities Otters. When your goalkeeper's not actively involved in the game, he still's gotta be ready though, because you never know. It can be a free kick, it can be a corner kick, something like that, and he may need to be very ready for that. And now it is this number 7 from Dynamo, who seems to be one of their most consistent players and confident players on the ball. He would be Hunter. And then Jordan's left us for our halftime entertainment, which we'll be commenting a little bit. But now let's keep worrying about the game because Midge has the ball going forward. Now he's looking for Blakeberry Ball on the flank, who plays Elias back in the middle. He's got time and space to think about it. He plays Diego on the right, and we have our both for. Right, when we had both of the fullbacks going forward and Elias staying back to have a balance of 3 in the back, it was Ball out for a throw-in for the Carolina Dynamo. They play it in, and between Meji and Troy, still it back, and it's now Enrique with the ball going forward. Enrique just a nice little turn to play in there, plays it back to Blake for the ball through to Guillermo, who ends up losing it and gets cleared by Dynamo, and it's Shalom on the back. This guy is a pretty strong guy, so he's very confident when he gets the ball, and he can cover it with a lot of confidence, so that's really good. Now we got Elias played out wide with Diego, playing out back with George Stanley, playing all the way back with Tyler. Tyler decides to play Shalom on the other side, and he's just swinging back around. Shalom decides to play Enrique in the middle. Good run by Magic, clearing all that space for Enrique. Now Enrique just can't go anywhere forward. Plays Blake, but Blake looks for Guillermo over there. Plays Magic, but Magic can't get a hold of that ball. It's number 9 from Carolina Dynamo who clears that ball from their feet. Now it's a dangerous, interesting play with Shalom going in the air, and it's going to be a foul. Free kick for Dynamo. Number 7, Hunter, plays the ball out wide on the left flank, looking for Sam. Sam just looking to get the ball through, but he can't. He has to play all the way back to number 20, Brady, who plays back to number 4, Faisal. Faisal looking to go forward, but he can't really go anywhere. Rafa puts it in trouble, enough trouble just to take the ball from him. Magic tries to go forward, but he loses the ball. It was kind of childish from Magic trying to go forward there. Just push the ball too far forward, get a little bit too confident on the ball, and he ended up losing it. Now it's Carolina Dynamo playing out back, and the Otters are standing not high up in the field, but not the pressure is not nearly as good as it was about 15 minutes ago. Now they are sitting back in the 4-yard line, apparently, which is still not a big concern because Carolina Dynamo is not really getting through. They're just going back and forward with the ball, not really a penetrating pass from Dynamo, not a dangerous play from Dynamo so far. When we have number 11 Sam on the ball, apparently it's not 11, sorry, it was number 18, Jonathan Colby on the ball. Now it is number 11 Sam, who plays back to the center back, plays to the other center back on the right side. Number 20, Brady, he's looking to play forward, he's looking to play a dangerous ball on top, and Shalom just covers it for Tyler to get a hold of it. Carolina can try this all day long, but they don't seem to have a lot of danger on those long balls, having a center back like Shalom on the back, who's pretty athletic for the Tri-Cities Otters. Now Tyler with a great ball in the air for Diego, who puts it back down with the chest. What a touch from Diego Thielen. He can't go forward, so he has to turn around and play George behind him. George has his options. He's just looking for the best one. Can't go forward. Has to go back with Tyler. Tyler has options. He has Elias in the middle, has Shalom on the left, George on the right, has a long ball on Blake. And he decides to go long for Rafa Campos, who can't get a hold of it because it's a short ball. Then Meji puts it down. Meji puts it to Blake, who tries to play forward with Rafa again. Rafa's on the floor, gets that called, and it's a ball for Dynamo. Free kick. Cooper will take it. Not Cooper. Is number 3, Nick Phillips, about to take that free kick for Dynamo. Seems like he doesn't want to go forward, looking for someone to play in the back. He decides to go forward, looking for their forward, number 25, who gets a deflect on the ball, but it's an easy ball to clear for Shalom, and Elias in the middle. He's got all the space in the world to play forward, and he decides to go with Enrique. Enrique turns and tries to play Tom Brady, that long ball, and Troy is just trying to cross it back in, and Meji has the ball, and Meji just misses that barely, and Rafa puts it in for Tri-Cities Otter. Goal! What one more time from Tri-City Soda. This is Rafael Campos that puts it in the right corner of the goal. It is now a 3-0 for your Tri-Cities Otters in the 36th minute of the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Otters have been dominating the game so far for 36 minutes, and now it is 3-0. It is a definitely a favorable score for Tri-City Setters. And you can see how Carolina Dynamo is, their squad is tired. You can see simply on the body language of the players. You can see how they're split, how there's huge gaps in the middle when they get the balls, how their center backs are all the way down in the 30-yard line, and their forwards in the 30-yard line on the other side, which means that they have 4 yards difference in between their lines. May not be a lot in certain situations, but at this time of day, 36 minutes, they're doing that. They seem to be pretty tired at this point in time. And the others are taking advantage of that with a long ball for Enrique Devins. He tries a shot. He couldn't cross Rafa Campos in the middle. Two Brazilian guys didn't combine on top, and Enrique ended up missing that shot and ended up being a save by Mr. Lechuga. Now it's a ball stolen from Meji in the midfield, and Meji is trying to go forward. He gets a good touch to get out of that tackle, and now plays the ball in the middle for Rafa Campos, and he did not get a hold of that ball, and it's a ball out, and Rafa stays down. But he seems to just be a little bit of drama he's doing. He seems to be completely fine, gets back up, and we are good to play. So during the week, I was talking to the Tri-Cities Otters coach David Strickland, and he said that his prediction for this game was a 3-1 up for the Otters. This seems to be pretty accurate so far, except that let's hope for a clean sheet, and why not 4, 5, or even 6 goals for the Otters, taking into advantage that Carolina Dynamo's squad is tired and the Otters are physically better at this point. That's a good pass from Blake going forward to Meji, who gets fouled in the 35-yard line. Blake's about to take charge of that free kick for the Tri-Cities Otters. Cooper's trying to tell Blake him what he is going to die of, apparently, and he doesn't really listen to him, which is good. So to all of those hearing at home, if there's any kids, don't fall on provocations from players. It's just a piece of advice, you know. Enrique gets a great touch around, and he gets a ball out with a tackle, not a foul. And now it's Sam with the ball in the left flank for Dynamo. He plays it back to number 7, who tries to play that long ball behind Blake's back to Cooper. And Cooper gets that ball, lets it roll, and now it's playing 9 in the middle, number 4, to Faisal, who plays down back to number 3, plays back to 4. Now Faisal seems to be have quick feet with the ball, but now he's just dropping it back number 3, who seems to try to go forward, but it's an easy clearance for Shalom in the back, and the others seem to have a pretty solid back line this evening, ladies and gentlemen, and well, hopefully it'll stay like that to keep that clean sheet in the end. Now it's a ball to Enrique Devins, who plays Meji. Meji's going forward. He has an option with Guillermo Segovia. Plays a through ball for Guillermo. Guillermo gets it, holds it. He doesn't have an option so far, so he just keeps it on the left side of the 18-yard box. He gets pulled, he pulls, and it ends up being a foul called on Guillermo Segovia, and it is a free kick for Carolina Dynamo. Difficult call there. The odds were for the Dynamo, certainly, but it was both players pulling each other, and it's just a rough fight. Soccer's a tough sport, and things like that happen. Not really concerning. And well, Dynamo's free kick now. It's Mr. Lechuga playing out with number 20. Turns around, faces forward, and it's Guillermo again fighting for the ball. It's all clean, not a foul there, and he tips the ball out. And it's going to be a Tri-Cities Otters throw-in. 5 minutes or less to go on the first half of this game. Sorry. That's Guillermo with the ball. Rafa, the Carolina Dynamites getting the number 7, gets it out wide. Hunter plays to Cooper. Cooper's looking forward, not really playing it. Too many touches on the ball. Blake ends up stealing it from him. Guillermo plays it one touch to Meji. Meji plays a through for Guillermo, and Guillermo can't get a hold of that ball in the end. He is number 9 getting a good cover of the ball, and now it's number 7 again for Dynamo getting that ball, turning and playing to Sam wide on the left. Sam plays a through ball for number 25, and it's going to be George to take charge of that situation, apparently. But number 25 steals it from George. What a mistake from our defender, George Stanley, for the Otters. And now, still ball in for Dynamo, and luckily, it did not end up in a goal. Well, what a mistake from George Stanley there. He was too confident. He thought he had control of it, and well, he certainly did. And number 25 for Dynamo still stole that ball. And now it's Tyler Pavlet with a goal kick. Tyler looks to put it in the air. Long ball. I don't know who he was looking for. Now Enrique Devens puts it down. Plays Guillermo. Gets a hold of it. Plays a through ball to Meji. Meji's about to score. And he scores. It's a goal. No, it's not a goal. Meji was offside apparently. Let's look at the replay real quick. Let's find out if Meji was offside or not, because I don't think he was. Replay's coming up here in my studio, guys. Just give me 1 second. Meji was definitely not offside, ladies and gentlemen. But it is okay. It's the referee's call, and we have got to respect what they call, because they are the ones who are the maximum authority on the field. Now it is a throw for the Tri-Cities Otters. It's a throw from Blake, who plays Rafa, doesn't control that ball. Number 18 steals it, and it's a throw for Dynamo out of the back of Rafa Campos. Plays that short ball there, and then number 3 has a hold of it. He doesn't know what to do with it, so he decides to play the goalkeeper, Mr. Lechuga. Mr. Lechuga plays the ball out wide to the left. Center back, apparently. Plays it up number 4, plays it back to the center back, plays it out wide with Sam. Sam's trying to blend in. He's trying to go in or not. He decides to go all the way back to number 7, who's the last man at this point. Now number 20, center back, right center back for Dynamo, and he plays the goalkeeper. And Dynamo has nothing to do. They're struggling back there, and it's about almost stolen by the Otters, and it's actually stolen now, and now is Mr. Lechuga with hold of that ball. Good anticipation by Elias there after he was a little late getting on that pressure up top, but he made up for it. Now it's Meji with the pressure. Meji gets another pass on him, and then number 3 is just going forward, turning down to the Otters players. And now it's Diego gets behind him. And now let's see what happens. And he's Blake with clearance. That should have been a shot from Dynamo if he wanted to score that. He did not have a lot of people to pass it to in the midfield, but it's okay. Now Troy gets that ball. Long ball for Guillermo. Guillermo's in the middle, fighting for it, struggling to get it. And now he loses it, and it's Dynamo ball. Through ball for Cooper. And it's going to be wide, but it still can be of danger if they decide to make it work. Now it's Cooper against Shalom. Cooper against Shalom. Just in the corner, Shalom wins it. Shalom says, "Get out of here! I don't want no business with that ball here in my box." Now it's Faisal with the throw-in. Nope, it's going to be number 3 for Dynamo with the throw-in. He's going to play it short for Cooper. Cooper gets Blake on his back, and he gives it back to number 3. And number 3 has the ball. He can't cross it in, so gives it back to Faisal, number 4. Faisal has the ball. He's trying to go forward. He's trying to go back. Just trying to do something, and now it is going to be a goal kick for Tri-Cities Otters. And Tyler Pablet, our goalkeeper, is going to get that goal kick. The keeper just threw a ball inside the field. He just seems to want this half to be over. And we're about to see how Carolina Dynamo and Tri-City Otters come back for the second half here in a little bit whenever the first half's over. I bet Carolina Dynamo has a lot of adjustments to do if they want a positive result out of this game. And the Tri-City Otters, well, they're playing well, but they can't get our guard down because, I mean, they have missed a few chances, and it's not a perfect game for them either. So we got to be careful with that. Now it's gonna be our left back Blake Barrett taking a throwing on the right side. That, in other words, basically means let's waste as much time as we can. It's gonna play a long throw in the box, trying to see if there's any luck with it. No, number 7 clears it out, and definitely the most outstanding player for Carolina Dynamo is gonna be number 7. And let's see what his name is. Hunter Del Del Valle. Hunter Del Valle. Number 7 for Carolina Dynamo. Best player of their team, of their squad. And for Tri Cities Otters, we got a few solid players today. I mean, Shalom has responded whenever he's needed to. And probably I would put the man of the match so far on Guillermo Segovia with a goal and assist, and definitely an impactful pressure up top. He has definitely been one of the best players on this match. Or they're probably not best. I mean, they're good, but the most outstanding or notable player this match that has had the most impact per se. Now, that's the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen at home and work and everybody everywhere else. So we'll be back shortly in 15 minutes with the second half for the Tri-Cities Otters against Carolina Dynamo in the 6-game second home game for the Tri-Cities Otters. And, well, hang on tight. We'll be back soon.
on the mic here. Jordan Broadwater with the commentating. Glad you guys stuck with us through halftime. We're looking to get this game started again as the Otters, presumably 3-0 lead. Heavy foot in this game by the Otters, not taking their foot off the gas pedal, looking to extend their lead and get that first win. The teams are both out in the field, lining up for the beginning of the second half. We're looking for a good one. Hopefully, the Otters to close down this game with a 3-0 win. Looking for a stifling defense. Jeremy DeHoog in the game for Elias McLeod. Jeremy, a regular starter on the bench for this one, but he's looking to make an impact in the second half. Elias McLeod subbed off with a great performance in that first half, controlling the midfield. What a great performance by the Otter. And the second half is underway as Jeremy DeHoog plays it out to Diego Thielen. Quick pressure by the Carolina Dynamo as the Dynamo look to go forward quickly. Ball over the top, but secure by Tyler Pavlet. Excuse me, please. Thank you, ma'am. Carolina Dynamo with the attacking 1-2 on top of the box of the Otters box, but Blake Barabo there with a stifling challenge as he's cleared upfield as Rafa Campos goes there to claim the ball. Breakaway for Meji Jatara down the left-hand side as he looks to get in behind the Dynamo defense. Holds it up, plays it off to Rafa Campos. Rafa with a cross blocked by the Dynamo defense. Holding it back to Meji Jatara. Going down the left-hand side once again towards the corner flag, looking to make something happen. Quick feet by Meji, wins himself another foul. Excuse me. The ball was played in as Blake Barabo plays it back to Shalom Duty. George Stanley on the ball now as the Otters look to take possession of this beginning of the second half here. Shalom Duty out to Blake Barabo. Blake looking to go forward with it into Guillermo Segovia. Guillermo Segovia goes down with a foot injury. Not for sure what happens there. I believe the ref is calling it a foul on the Dynamo defender. Number 7, I believe it is. We'll see what the ref takes of this. And it is an Otters free kick. Jeremy DeHoog standing over the ball, looking to play this ball forward. Quick passage. Meji Tatara as he looks to go forward with it out to Black Barabo on the left-hand side. Into Jeremy DeHoog again, but broken up by the Dynamo defender as they look for a quick counter. Played in behind. Otters are pleading for offsides, but no call from the side AR. Out of bounds, though, as the Otters win a throw-in. Blake Barabo steps up to take this throw-in. Blake Barabo into Guillermo Segovia as he looks to play it down line to Rafa Campos as he completes the pass. Rafa with a touch, looking to get around the defender. He does so. The defender slides and wins the ball. Dynamo with the ball coming up the right-hand side of the field. Left-hand side. Back down the middle through the Dynamo defense. Ball on top of their own 18. Look to play it out wide to number 11, Sum and Stapai, as it goes out of bounds for a Dynamo throw-in.
What's number 11's name again?
If you're watching this feed, please excuse the names as they are very challenging and hard to read. We will try our best up here to say the names correctly, but for the most part, we refer to them as Dynamo players. Back to the goalkeeper. A goalkeeper change for the Dynamo as number 26, Holden Trent, I believe is in, which, as Luis was saying earlier, this is the goalkeeper that has just graduated high school, a young player for the Dynamo, but looking to make an immediate impact of not letting any more goals into this game for the Dynamo as they look to try to claw their way back into this game with being 3 goals down. Foul on Jeremy DeHoog as he tries to win the ball, but gets an arm into the Dynamo defender and he pushes him down as the Dynamo wins a free kick towards the 25-yard line. A dangerous position to lose a free kick as the Dynamo look to play this ball in and hopefully create an opportunity to get themselves back in this game. A goal here for the Otters would be very demoralizing as it gives Dynamo a sliver of hope to get back into this game, as this is do not what they want to happen here. They do not want to concede here. They want to stand tall and clear this corner as the ball comes in from the Dynamo. Shalom Duty with a very unorthodox clearance as he plays it across the goal. The Dynamo attacker unable to direct it towards the goal. Duty down with a foot injury, it looks so, but he's able up and trying to walk it off again. We're going to keep an eye on that, as Duty has been struggling this game with a couple of nagging injuries. Hopefully he's able to carry on as the ball's played immediately out to him to get wide. Duty with the ball into DeHoog. Shalom tries to chip it over to Blake Barabo as he one-touches it back to DeHoog. DeHoog back to Barabo on the left-hand side, looking to switch the point of attack. He finds George Stanley. George Stanley looks up and finds Diego Thielen down the right-hand side as the Otters successfully switch the point of attack and try to break this Dynamo defense. But Diego Thielen is unable to find Diego Sogomio's feet as Dynamo receives it and plays it back to their goalkeeper. Dynamo with the clearing ball up the field, trying to find the head of their towering attacker, but unable to do so as the ball is claimed by Tyler and out to George Stanley. Diego Thielen on the ball now. Holding off the defender well, trying to create something out of it, but unable to do so. But it bounces and ricochets out to Enrique Devins as he looks to get it up the field, but unable. Troy Brady on the ball now, back to Guillermo Segovia. But Guillermo Segovia unable to play, but wins it. Jeremy DeHoog on the ball now. Quick feet by Jeremy DeHoog as he's able to win a free kick in the midfield and takes it quickly. Jeremy DeHoog switches the point of attack to Rafa Campos with a great leaping ball. Rafa Campos is able to bring it down successfully and find Meji Chatara. Meji on the ball now. Quick feet by Meji. Gets in behind one defender, driving at the center of the Dynamo defense, but lays it off to Guillermo Segovia, who finds DeHoog again and resets for the Otter attack. Jeremy DeHoog out to Rafa Campos as he looks to whip a ball in. Finds Blake Barabo on the left-hand side. Blake with a cross. Very appealing handball, but he reflects out of bounds into a Otter corner kick. Jeremy DeHoog steps up to take this corner kick for the Otters. Again, towering threats from the Otters on these corner kicks. Segovia, Stanley, and Duty all wreaking havoc on these corners as their towering, leaping jumps are able to find the ball, and the ball comes in, but claimed securely by the Dynamo goalkeeper. Dynamo plays it out and finds the wide left side as Nick Phillips plays it upfield to number 4 of the Dynamo attack. Holds it up, but Blake Barabo with great tracking able to break up the quick counter and clears it upfield. Jeremy DeHoog on the ball now. Looks to find Rafa Campos in behind. Great ball in behind. Rafa driving at the Dynamo defense, but the Dynamo with a last-ditch slide tackle and earns himself a foul. And I believe it is just a foul as the ref does not look to disciplinary action for this one. The Otters with a very dangerous-looking free kick opportunity here on the left-hand side of the 18. The foul conceded by number 20, Brady Bunter. I do apologize for any names that I mistake, as it is hard to read some of these names. Corner kick, unfortunately. I believe that the referee had a misunderstanding and given the Otters a corner kick. Meji Tatara with a strike, though. Otters appealing for a handball deflection inside the box, but the Dynamo are able to clear it up the field, but out of bounds towards the 20-yard line on the right-hand side. So the referee did not call a foul on that sliding challenge, but out for a corner kick instead. Diego Thielen with the throw-in now. Finds George Stanley at the defense. Looking to go out the other side. Shalom Duty securely obtains the ball and plays it back to George Stanley to slow down the Dynamo press. George Stanley with the leaping ball, trying to find Diego Thielen with the overlapping run. Troy Brady unable to get underneath, but Jeremy DeHoog is there to clean up the mess. Enrique Devins now back to Jeremy DeHoog. Out wide to Blake Barrow on the left-hand side as he's looking to go forward, stretching the Dynamo defense, but unable to find a forward attacking player and gives the ball up as Dynamo look to attack down the right hand side of the field. Dynamo with a driven cross, but deflected and find the feet of an Otter who Shalom Duty is able to securely play it out. And now to Jeremy DeHoog, who finds Guillermo Segovia's feet, but unable to lay it off to a unrunning Otter player. Guillermo Segovia concedes a foul for the Otters at the 38-yard line. The ref is calling Guillermo for a disciplinary talking to, I believe so. Segovia understands now that he's unable to do that anymore in this game. We thank all fans watching this stream live from wherever you are. We're here in Kermit Tipton Stadium in beautiful Johnson City, Tennessee, as the sun is going down on this 3-0 game in the Otters' favor, as Rafa Campos is able to break up the play and look for Meji Jatara down the left-hand side. Meji Jatara with quick feet, but unable to do so, but concedes a Dynamo throw. Meji Jatara with a little push off the Dynamo defense. But no foul called as he pleads for it, still on the ground, slowly getting up. The Dynamo look to play out of the back. Finds number 7 and out wide to number 16, unable to do so, though. The Dynamo attacker loses possession of the ball down the left-hand side. Great opportunity by the Dynamo, looking to still get inside of this game in the 57th minute. Diego with a throw-in. Ball bouncing around on the left-hand side as someone is trying to take control of it. As Jeremy DeHoog finds it, plays out to Meji Jatara, who bounces it and finds Rafa Campos. Rafa Campos down the left-hand side. Looks to find Guillermo Segovia in behind, but finds so, but he's unable to do as Guillermo is offsides. Great looking opportunity, though. The Otters are still striving for that 4th goal, not letting up on the attack, still trying to go forward. Unable to do so, though. I believe Segovia was issued a yellow card for dissent. I'm not exactly for sure. As the ref puts the yellow card back in his pocket and writes down his number. The Dynamo are making a substitution here as number 8 comes off for number 13. So number 8, Cooper, is subbed off for number 13. Tubasa Tagniki. Excuse me, guys. These names are very challenging, and I'm trying my best. But anyway, hopefully the Dynamo are looking for immediate impact from this substitution as they're looking to claw their way back in this game, looking to chip away the lead. The ref did not issue the whistle to begin the play as Dynamo have to retake this free kick.
Can we take a second to talk about Jeremy's catch?
Great catch, Luis says by Jeremy as the ball is secured by the hands of DeHoog to play it back to the goalkeeper. Now back to the game as the Dynamo look to attack down there, attacking left-hand side, but DeHoog with a stifling clearance, able to boot it upfield, who Segovia tries to get underneath, but unable to do so and loses it as it is a Dynamo throw-in. Very textbook clearance as DeHoog plays it upfield, not letting them any chance of getting upfield. Diego Thielen tight to the Dynamo defense, but concedes a throw-in. A free kick. I love the aggressiveness, though, from the Otters. They're not giving the Dynamo any inch in this game. They're making sure that they do not let up this lead. They want to finish the game with a clean sheet. Great flick on from the Dynamo defender who finds number 3 down the right-hand side, Nick Phillips. But Blake Barabo with a great challenge as it is out for a Dynamo throw-in. Quick to make sure that the play does not resume as Blake is there to break up the counterattack. A very good session, a very good sequence there by Dynamo, able to flick it on to an overlapping run in behind the Otters defense, but Blake, great tracking. But a Dynamo defender is down as number 3, Nick Phillips, is holding his ankle after a very hard challenge from Blake Barabo. But he's up and at him again, hopefully trying to walk it off. I hope the Dynamo defender is okay and able to resume this game. Ball played in by the Dynamo defender. Nick Phillips back into action immediately, trying to get in behind, but breaking up as Rafa Campos plays it out wide to Troy Brady. Troy Brady down the middle of the field, looking for options, but he takes it himself. Finds Meji Chataro in behind. Meji Chataro into Guillermo Segovia, unable to take a touch. Enrique Devins, though, able to clean it up. Try to find a ball in behind to Troy Brady, but he is offsides. Unlucky by the Otters, trying to have a successful counterattack, but Dynamo take it quickly and try to attack their left-hand side of the field. Going up, number 16 pass, Enrique Devins, who finds a towering forward of number 25, able to try to play him behind, but George Stanley and Jeremy DeHoo combine to break up the attack. Great defense by the Otters, able to recover quickly and break up the counter. But DeHoo, looking at a crossfield pass to Rafa, who has to scramble to get there, but successfully does so, find Blake Barabo, who just plays it upfield, trying to find the feet of Guillermo Segovia. Throw in for the Dynamo as Rafa Campos looks to go down, but is quick to get back up. Number 3, Nick Phillips here to take the free kick as he looks to go up their right-hand side of the field. Tries to find number 25 of the player, Kyle Johnston, but unable to do so as Shalom Duty is here to make sure it is secure an Otter goal kick. The Otters in no hurry to take this a 3-0 lead, making sure that they play this game wisely, securing their 3-0 win. Everything needs to be paid attention to here, as any mistake can give Dynamo a sliver of hope to get back in this game. But the Otters standing tall, making sure that every ground's covered. Diego Thielen with the ball now out to Troy Brady. Troy Brady finds the feet of Meji Chataro, but Meji's unable to claim it as the Dynamo defender comes out and clears it upfield. Otter throw-in. Luis, we're about 15 minutes into the second half. How do you feel about the Otters so far, coming off the 3-0 lead in the first? Enrique Devins with the shot, unable to connect over the bar for a Dynamo goal kick. Luis, the Otters second half.
So far, so good. They came back, as I said before the first half ended. They were coming back strong, playing just as good as they were playing the first half. They're not giving in any spaces. They're not giving in any chances for Carolina Dynamo to take. So that's really talks really good about Tri-Cities Otters, that they really want this win and they really want the clean sheet and fighting strong. Like as we see Guillermo Segovia trying to fight for that. It's called offside. Didn't seem like that to me, but as I said, referees have the last call in the game. But, Tri-Cities Otters definitely showing the same face they were showing in the first half. You can see Major right now, keep fighting for it. They're just fighting and fighting and fighting for it. And that looks really good about the ethic of the team at this point in time. And Carolina Dynamo on the other side, I think they're doing a better job than they were doing the first half. But they still don't reach that place where they can have possession of the ball, where they can set the pace of the game. The Otters are definitely setting the pace for this game, as we see the second substitution for the Otters coming in, Levy, which we don't know who he's going in for, but he's going in as Shalom has the ball and the Otters are playing out the back for George, giving it to Diego. Diego's just going forward to Meji, and he goes out wide. And now the substitutions are about to take place, as number 14, Levy, is going to go in for the Otters, and number 21 for Carolina Dynamo, Dylan Bradley, is going in for who came out, number 18, Jonathan Colby. 16. Sorry, my bad. George is the one who came out. Thanks, Jordan. And Levy is going in for Rafa Campos. Rafa with 1 assist and 1 goal, I believe, right? The third goal was Rafa's. Good game for Rafael Campos tonight. And as we would say back home, boa garoto. And now Dynamo's trying to go forward. They're still struggling to trying to go forward and get a ball in behind the Otters defenders, but that line of 4 for the Otters has worked really well tonight. As we see Levy trying to go forward, he abused of the touches on that ball, so he lost the ball against number 7, who I think, Jordan, I don't know what you think. I think number 7 for Dynamo is the one that's been the best one so far, the most consistent in the ball. What do you think?
Yeah, I believe number 7 has had a good impact on the game, trying to stay consistent throughout the game for the Dynamo, holding down the midfield. I believe that he's very calm and composed, but he needs to bring up his players around him and get this team back in the game as they're struggling to recover from the Otters' counterattack. Um, Number 7, Hunter DeVayo is have a very strong presence in the midfield for the Dynamo, but is unable to have enough impact to keep the Otters off the score sheet as the ball is played back to Shalom Duty. Tyler Pavitt with the ball now. Plays it out wide to Blake Barabo. Levy, number 14 for the Otters, is into the game, looking for an immediate impact as Enrique Devins tries to find him down the left, but finds Meji Chitara as Enrique receives the ball again. Blake Barabo trying to find it out wide again for Meji Chitaro, but it is broken up by a Dynamo defender out for an auto throw-in. Almost halfway through the second half here, and the Otters are still commanding 3-0 lead, looking to close out this game and making sure they seal their first win of the season. I believe with their attitude and mentality and performance they have put in so far, they're able to do so. Diego Thielen for a auto throw-in here. We thank all the fans for coming out tonight to the Otters game. We appreciate our fans. We have a great support, always showing us love and care as we enter the field, exit the field, after the game, before the game. We thank all of you fans on and off the stadium, in the live stream, out of the live stream. We thank you. Jeremy DeHoog in the midfield here, trying to slow things down, keeping the ball, just playing it simple to Blake Barabo, who finds Enrique Devins again. Enrique turns and finds George Stanley out the other side, as Otters are just looking to keep calm here, stay composed, and attack while still keeping the possession of the ball. Jeremy DeHoog tries to find Diego Thielen in behind, as Diego Thielen has had a strong impact on this right-hand side. A new position for Diego as he has moved from center back out to outside back, but Diego Thielen down at the end of the goal line of the Dynamo, holding his shoulder as looks like he is gruesomely in pain. I believe that the trainer must come on for this one. The ref is waving him to come on. The trainer makes his way to Diego. We wish all the best for Diego as he has a injury down on the field. Yeah, Diego's had a great game so far. Had a great impact on the right-hand side here for the Otter defense, going up and down, tracking and going forward. I believe that he's a vital part for this team. Just another cog in the machine. Diego is up on his feet now and holding his shoulder, but making his way down the sideline with the trainer. We all hope that he is okay and that is able to resume in the game. But great work so far from Diego Thielen. We appreciate his effort and all he does for the Otters. Carolina goal kick now is taken by number 26 of the Dynamo, Holden Trent. Jeremy DeHoog up to win the header as Meji Chitara finds the second ball. It goes out wide to Blake Barabo as Levy looks a darting run in behind and receives a pass from Meji Chitara. Levy down the left-hand side, cuts back. Quick feet from Levy. He's trying to create something on his own. And able to do so, finds Jeremy DeHoog. Out to Meji Chitara, who finds DeHoog again. Jeremy DeHoog looking to get in behind. PK won by Jeremy DeHoog as a malicious tackle comes in from the Dynamo defender. And Jeremy DeHoog with a great run in the box, able to draw the foul, and he claims the PK. Well done by the Otters, being patient on the ball, seeking their opportunities, and Jeremy DeHoog finds the right chance to strike, drives in and wins a PK from a very malicious-looking tackle from the Dynamo defender. The Dynamo defenders are looking and pleading that the ball is outside the box, but the ref is having none of it and is standing firm with his call of the PK. Yellow card issued to number 7 of the Hunter DeVaime.
Del Valle.
De Valle. Excuse me for my pronunciation of these names. They're very challenging from a southern boy. But Jeremy DeHoog with a great opportunity here to extend the Otter lead 4-0 potentially. But the keeper is still having words with the Otter midfielder. The ref has called the goalkeeper back to his line as Jeremy DeHoog is looking to put this one away. Alexis Castillo is looking to get ready to come on for the Otters as he's down by the sideline. Alexis Mr. Otter Castillo. He has been here for the 3 seasons of the program, looking to continue his run here. But Jeremy DeHoog up to take the PK. The ref having some words with the Dynamo defenders, making sure they're off the line. But DeHoog here for the Otters extends their lead. Great PK by Jeremy DeHoog. Calm and composed down to the left-hand side of the goal. Great goal for Jeremy DeHoog. Come on, you Otters. I believe that was very deserving of Jeremy DeHoog as he created the play, won the PK, and is able to finish it with a great finish. So Jeremy DeHoog, it seems, in the 72nd minute, able to extend the Otters' lead. I believe that the Otters have a great grasp on the game now, looking to seal it as Alexis Mr. Otter Castillo comes on for number 12, Troy Brady. What a great performance from Troy Brady. 2 goals on the night. Well done, Troy. And we're off here for the Dynamo kick as the Dynamo midfielder looks to play it long and behind the Otters defense. The Dynamo unable to obtain the ball as the Otters win a goal kick. Great game so far by the Otters, able to go a full 73 minutes with a great performance, not letting the Dynamo have any inch, limiting their chances and creating as many opportunities as they would like. I believe this is a great game and a turning point in the Otter season as they've only had 2 points in the last 5 games. The next 2 games will be at home as well, so this game potentially will be setting the team off for another 3 points. 4-game home streak here as the Otters, its 2nd game in the streak. 2 more, one on Saturday. I hope everyone comes out for that game. If you're joining us here on the live stream or here in the stadium, we appreciate all your support. But the Dynamo with a breakaway inside the box, looking to try to just nibble at this lead, but able to do so as number 21 of the Carolina attack is able to win his team a throw-in. Number 21, Dylan Bradley. The sun is just now setting here at Johnson City, Tennessee, as the floodlights are starting to come on. Great evening for some soccer as the Otters are winning 4-0 in their 6th game of the season. Number 15, Christian Thomas comes on for the Carolina Dynamo as number 4. Faisal of the Carolina Dynamo comes off. Dynamo with a quick throw in, but unable to find their forward's feet as it rolls out for a Otter goal kick. Luis, how do you feel about the Otters' attack so far? A 4-goal lead is pretty impressive, but what's your input on it?
Well, yeah, definitely. A 4-goal is impressive, but I feel like they should have had more chances. They should have finished all those chances, and they're not really attacking a lot anymore. They're kind of letting Dynamo take a little bit of control of the game lately in this past 5 to 10 minutes. And, well, hopefully they'll come back to keep working and move forward. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully the Otters will get back to that rhythm they had where they had controlled the game and they can have the chances when they're meant to have them instead of just trying to fight on their side of the field. You know, they're playing in their defensive third more this past 10 minutes than they probably have in the rest of the second half. So hopefully they'll get to get that ball and get it going forward and avoid getting tired. Because as I said, Carolina Dynamo are more tired, and the others have the advantage having the lead and having the players to do it. So and then we see Levy going off forward. He's getting into the box. He gets a shot on goal, and he goes a little bit wide. That was quite a chance for the French Otter Levy. He just got in the game. He's got fresh legs and long ways to go. So hopefully he won't be tired soon. So Jordan, Jordan says I don't do a good job commentating, which is okay, you know. But I mean, he's doing a great job though. This is not about us; it's about the guys in the field, how well they're doing, how good they're doing it. And look at that, just switching around, switch the front of the plane for the others, and calmly doing it and not losing the ball, keeping possession of it as they have a chance to go forward with Blake on the ball now. And now giving it to Enrique. Enrique going forward, looking for Guillermo, Meji, or Tato on the other side. Tato gets a ball on the other side. He's getting in the box. Getting a good cross for Guillermo. Oh no, it's for Meji. Meji has a ball in the box. He's looking to shoot. He gets hauled in the box. That should be a PK. Not called by the referee. Now Meji gets mad, pushes him away, gets the ball back, and gets held again. And now it's a call from the referee. What do you think about that, Jordan?
I believe that Alexis Castillo had a great run overlapping his right winger, able to get in the box, trying to find the feet of an oncoming attacker, finds Meji, and Meji does well to stay with the ball, win aside, a dangerous free kick. But as Meji, that is last contribution of the game, as he is coming off for number 29, Mattia. Mattia, the Italian Otter, first season with the Tri-Cities Otters this season, looking to make an impact as he comes on for Meji Jatara. Great game by Meji Jatara. Always great to see his footwork fly through the field, able to create chances. Great little maestro. We thank you, Meji, for your contribution to the game. Now, Blake Barabo on the free kick from the 20-yard line for the Otters, looking to in-swing this one. A very dangerous free kick for the goalkeeper of the Dynamo. Doesn't know the ball's coming in far post onto an oncoming Otter's head. We'll see what Blake Barabo is able to perform here. A little bit of pushing and shoving between the Otters and Dynamo, more specifically Levy having a talking to from De Hoog as the Otters try to get back in the box. Levy pushed down, it seems like, on top of the box, but did no call from the referee as Dynamo looked to break here from the defensive clearance. The ball finds the slide tackle of Alexis Castillo out for a Dynamo throw-in. The ball is played in behind from the Dynamo throw-in, but it finds the feet of Tyler Pavlet as he's able to clear it upfield. High kick from Enrique Devins as he concedes a free kick for the Dynamo. Dynamo take it quickly and look to break here. Great pressure from the Otters, again, not giving the Dynamo any chance to go forward. Always applying pressure to the ball. A great technique. I believe that the coach, David Strickland, has harped on this all season, making sure that the Dynamo and other teams are not able to drive down and concede easy goals. And I believe that they've performed well tonight with this tactic. As Enrique Devins comes off for number 10, Alexa Mitrovic. Second season for Alexa here in Johnson City for the Tri-Cities. Great player as he looks to come in and seal the deal for the Otters in this 80th minute, looking to make sure that the Dynamo do not get back into this game. Alexis Castillo able to break the ball up early as he tries to find Guillermo Segovia. The Otters looking for a quick counter as Mattia able to pick up the ball and picks it out wide to Levy. Levy holds it up, unable to go forward with it, and finds the feet of Blake Barabo. Blake Barabo into Mattia. Great ball movement from the Otters, able to go in and out of the midfield and breaking down the Dynamo defense. The Dynamo win the ball and looking to go forward, finding a Dynamo attacker. Foul from Mattia and on the Dynamo defender, number 13 of the Dynamo attack. Tubusa wins a foul, but it's taken quickly and comes to nothing as Tyler is able to claim it for the Otters. In no hurry to pick up the ball here as he knows his team's 4-0 up. Great game from the Otters so far. Aleksa Mitrovic on the ball now. George Stanley out to Diego Thielen. Diego Thielen upfield trying to find the feet of Segovia, which does well to hold off the Dynamo defender and wins his side a throw-in. Jeremy DeHoog looks to take it quickly, but Thielen demands that it slows down the game, looking to just keep calm and patient with their opportunities. Great tackle by George Stanley as he's able to break up the counterattack, and DeHoog is on the ball again, looking to go down the center of the field. Finds Blake Barabo out wide. Blake looking to go back down the middle, unable to do so for DeHoog. DeHoog, great to win the ball back, trying to just keep his team under control. Guillermo Segovia with an attempted shot, blocked, but finds Diego Thielen out wide as Diego looks to whip in a ball, finding the head of Levy, but he's unable to steer it towards goal as his team concedes a throw-in on the Dynamo deep in the defensive third. We thank all the fans coming out and supporting our Otters. Great atmosphere here in Kermit Tipton Stadium. We thank you all for experiencing this game with us. Dynamo throw-in as Nick Phillips looks to put it upfield, unable to do so as Tyler is able to receive the ball. Tyler upfield to Blake Barabo. He tries to lay it off to Mattia, but is unable to do so. As Dynamo look to break here, but comes to nothing. The Otter Army still going strong in this game as the drums keep rolling, still urging their team to seal this game. I believe that the Otters feel like the win is almost in their hands. Tyler with a long looping ball over the head of Blake Barabo and out for a Dynamo throw-in. Tyler with a very impressive game tonight, limiting their chances for any scoring opportunity for the Dynamo. I believe that he's held firm in his goal and done his job very well for the Otters. Guillermo Segovia coming off now for number 13, Matt Perry. Segovia with a great contribution to the game with great dynamic runs in behind and laying off as a hold-up 9. Guillermo with a great game. Now on for the Otters number 13, Matt Perry, looking just to close this game off as the Dynamo look to break here. But George Stanley is there to break it up. Very controversial foul here, but the ref says none of it as the play resumes and it's out for an auto throw-in. Well done by Diego Thielen to stay on the ball. Diego, again, with a great game, being resilient and never giving up. I believe that his injury is looking okay and that he's not slowing down. The ref having a talking to some of the Dynamo players. Number 3, Nick Phillips for the Dynamo, unable to find a player, but throws it into number 7 of the Dynamo midfield. He's looking to weave his way in behind the defense and trying to slip a ball in behind, but able to do so. Jeremy DeHoog on the ball now, just trying to keep the ball, holding off defenders, and able to do so as the Otters look to go down their left-hand side. Five minutes remaining here with injury time. Foul conceded by Mattia as the Dynamo have an opportunity here for a dangerous-looking free kick towards the 20-yard line. Might have an opportunity just for a redemption goal here for the Dynamo. Looking for this consolation. But I believe that it is too little too late for the Dynamo as they are losing 4-0. I believe the ref has called an indirect free kick as 2 Dynamo players stand over the free kick. Number 13, Tubasa, Dynamo look to take it. And number 21, Dylan Bradley, stands over it as well. The Otter wall standing on top of the 18, trying to stand firm. Tubasa with the free kick. Just wide. Great shot by Tubasa. Not a bad effort. Trying to find that far post of Tyler Pavitt's goal, but unable to do so as it goes out for an Otter goal kick. Tyler waving his players forward as he does not want to take any chances here towards his net. Just willing to put the ball up the field and keep the ball away from his goal. The ball upfield that meets the Dynamo defender's head. Up the flank, number 13, Tubasa, who's trying to get around Shalom Duty, but unable to do so as Shalom looks to clear it here. Acrobatic a clearance again as he clears it over his head into Alexa Mitrovic's head. He flicks it on. Levy on the ball now. Gets around two defenders and breaks. Open space in stride to Jeremy DeHoog, who finds Matt Perry on the left-hand side. Matt trying to hold it up. He finds Levy again. Levy layoff. Great little flick, but unable to connect with Matt as Matt gives the ball away to the Dynamo defense. Dynamo looking to break here. Down their left-hand side. Diego Thielen with another great challenge, ready to break up the play, and wins his side a free kick. Great job by Diego just to stay calm and not fly in on the tackle and able to retain the ball and win us out a free kick. Well done, Diego. George Stanley now to Shalom Duty. Alexa Mitrovic finds it in the midfield. He finds Mattia. Mattia tries to find the Hoog across field, but the ball comes out to Diego Thielen, fortunately. Diego trying to find the feet of Matt Perry, who's getting tugged and pulled on. He draws the foul in Otter's free kick towards the 40-yard line. Great effort by Matt, not giving up on the play, pulling and tugging on defenders, trying to win the ball back. DeHoog plays it quick to Alexa Mitrovic, who Mitrovic drives upfield. Looks to get in behind, beats a couple defenders, but is tackled by a Dynamo defense, and Dynamo look to break here. Ball over the top, trying to find an attacker of the Dynamo, but is met by Tyler's foot, who clears it upfield to Jeremy DeHoog. DeHoog just willing to slow down the game, not needing to go forward. He knows they're up 4-0. Great game awareness, but the ball is deflected as the Dynamo attackers look to get in behind here, but Tyler securely claims it at the top of his box. The Otters just trying to take care of the game here in the 89th minute, not wanting to concede a goal as they look for the first clean sheet of the season as well as their first win. Out wide to the attacking left of the Otters, Blake Barabo finds Jeremy DeHoog. Levy now. Matt Perry with a great little turn, unable to keep it though, as number 21 of Dynamo, Dylan Bradley comes up with it. Otters back on the ball now to Blake Barabo. Blake with a diagonal cross, who finds Alexis Castillo, but is unable to bring it down, and the Dynamo clear. Diego Thielen on the ball now. Long touch upfield, who misplaces the pass to Mattia, and number 7 of Dynamo, Hunter Duvai, comes up with it. But now back to the Otters defense, Shalom Duty with the ball. Tyler Pavitt with a long diagonal cross to Blake Barabo, who finds it at midfield, looking to go forward with it. Looks to find the feet of Matt Perry, but Matt Perry is unable to hold off the defender and finds the feet of Nick Phillips up the right-hand side of the Dynamo. Out for a throw-in for the Carolina Dynamo. Great game tonight by the Dynamo and the Otters. Game filled full of goals and attacking opposition, I believe. Luis, what's your intake on the ending of this game here?
I feel like it's a just score. It's fair. It's 4-0 for the Otters. It's about what we saw in the game. Just, I mean, it's the expected outcome, I'd say. The Otters dominated the game, had control of it. Had a goal. I mean, Carolina Dynamo didn't really fight as hard as the Otters did. So I feel like it's very well deserved for both teams, the Otters to win, and for Carolina to to not get a winning or a positive score back to North Carolina this night because they didn't play like they wanted to win it. So I mean it's well deserved for both teams, and that's my input on that. Jordan, get back to you.
Thank you, Luis. Great words by Luis Torres. We thank you for your commentating tonight. We appreciate all you do for the club. And now the Otters are looking to finish off the game as it reaches the 90-minute plus injury time. The game is left up to the ref now as he looks to call it. The Dynamo with a throw in towards the defensive third of the Otters. Nick Phillips driving into the box, looking at the final player, but Diego Thielen there again with the clearance. Dynamo throw in. I believe that all of the Otters had the great mentality tonight of just securing the win and making a clean sheet. From beginning to end, the Otters had a great performance, a great mentality, always working, always being aggressive, playing smart with the ball, doing all the little things right, and improved with a 4-0 lead. Dynamo just looking to find a ball in behind, but is offsides. Unfortunate as they try to find this cancellation goal in injury time, but able to do so. But number 18 of Dynamo is down with an injury. I believe it might be a cramp as he's taking his time. Number 18, Jonathan Colby, comes up with a little nagging injury. I believe that is able to finish off the game as the game is winding down here. Tyler looks to play it upfield. The ref looking at his watch. A couple players down for the Otters as the ball is scrambling. But there's the final whistle as the Otters secure a clean sheet and their first win of the season. Great performance by both teams. The Otters come on top 4-0. Great game. We thank you all that joined us on the live stream. We appreciate you watching and bearing through our commentating. We hope to see you guys here at the stadium or on the live stream Saturday as the Otters look to face their next home match.
Right, Saturday. Saturday night against Peachtree.
The Otters look to play Saturday night at 7 p.m. here again at Kermit Tipton Stadium as they take on Peachtree City MOBA.